Hi class, Dr. Jason Huff here. I thought I would take a few minutes and go over the syllabus with you. So, as you are enrolled in the course, you will find underneath your Canvas shells your Intro to Public Speaking shell. When you go into the shell, you will see this welcome graphic, and the syllabus can be accessed two different ways here. So, first of all, you can find it right here underneath the graphic, or you can go specifically under syllabus. But if we click the link here under the graphic, it will pull up the PDF of your syllabus and welcome. So here at the top, you do have some important information. You have my name, Dr. Jason Huff. You have that this is COM 1, Introduction to Public Speaking. The course is asynchronous, which means that it is largely on your schedule. We will not be meeting at any set times, so it does allow you maximum flexibility. And in terms of contacting me, you have here my cell phone number. Please reach out to me via text. That is the quickest way to get a hold of me, is to text me on my cell phone. And you can text me any day from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can also email me at jhuff@hartnell.edu 24 hours a day, and I will give you a response within 24 hours. If you ever need to meet with me one-on-one, I do have online office, and we will be using Zoom a lot this semester. So if you've not used Zoom yet, you might want to get familiar with it. And my office hours are by appointment, so it's based upon your schedule and my availability, and we'll find a time to meet if we need to do so. Now, this course is a zero-cost textbook course, which means that the textbook that I provide is absolutely free. So if you notice right here, there is a link. If you click this link right here, it will take you to the textbook that you need for the semester, Exploring Public Speaking, the 4th edition. So the description of the course is that it will cover theory and techniques of public speaking in democratic society with discovery, development, and criticism of ideas in public discourse through research, reasoning, organization, composition, presentation, and evaluation of various types of speeches to include extemporaneous and/or impromptu, informative, and persuasive speeches. You will also create visual aids using emerging technologies as we go throughout the course. So the Hartnell College Commitment to Equity, this is a brand new equity statement that we make a commitment to you, the student, of the following: that we commit to providing a student-centered design of the college experience to ensure that every student receives what they need in a tailored pathway to successfully achieve their varied educational, career, and personal goals. As a college, we will promote an anti-racism and anti-sexism agenda. We will raise awareness of the historical context of inequity and promote evaluation as well as reform of policies and practices that produce structural inequity. We pledge to work to correct other forms of systemic oppression against students based on race, ethnicity, gender identity and expression, sexuality, national origin, citizenship status, class, socioeconomic status, ability, language, religion, age, physical appearance, intersections of these identities, and others not yet identified. Basically, what this statement means is that regardless of what you bring to Hartnell College as your background, as an individual, who you are uniquely, that we are going to strive to provide you with a great educational experience regardless of who you are. So the next section here is Student Learning Outcomes, or SLOs for short. These are basically a mini contract for me, the instructor, to you, the student, excuse me, that by the end of the course, you will be able to say that you have achieved the following. So first, given a topic, you will be able to plan, revise, and present an extemporaneous or impromptu speech utilizing limited notes and minimized prep time. For an informative speaking situation, you'll be able to research a topic, choose an appropriate speech structure, organize and develop the speech, and perform the speech to meet the needs of the environment and audience. And for a persuasive speaking situation, you'll be able to identify a domestic policy issue, research and explain the cause or causes of the problem, and provide a solution resulting in an audience call to action. So those basically outline the three main speeches that we will be striving towards this semester. You will be doing an extemporaneous, an informative, and a persuasive. There are some other student learning outcomes that I have listed here. You will design an original Google Slides presentation to complement your persuasive speech. Also, you will coordinate and demonstrate professional attire for presentational purposes. And all this means is that anytime that you give a presentation in class, that you will be required to dress the part. And in Module 1, there is a PowerPoint that outlines my expectations for your professional dress. And then lastly here, At the end of the semester, you will work in a group to produce a final research project analyzing historical speech, and you will present those findings in a virtual forum. This is called the Academic Expo, and we'll look more at that as we go under assignments. So, first of all, you will have discussion boards that will be required of you throughout the semester. The objective is to generate online discussion and knowledge, and with an outcome that you will not only be able to engage with me online, but also your classmates. So, to receive credit, you must do an original post to the discussion question, and you must respond to a classmate's post. So every time you have a discussion board, you will have at least 2 posts total in order to receive full credit. Your post should be between 3 to 5 sentences at a minimum, at least 50 words each, and I want you to respond and engage, and I am going to as well. So I will respond to every student's first post. The discussion questions will be posted in Canvas by specific dates, and there will be a total of 13 of these different discussions, each worth 5 points apiece, which will give you up to 65 points for the course. Library research training, you will be receiving course-specific research training from a trained librarian, and with the outcome that this is going to give you a more effective research methodology to fulfill class requirements as we do research speeches later on this semester. This training and a corresponding assignment that goes with it will be worth 15 points. You will also have reading comprehension quizzes throughout the semester. So the focus here is to make sure that you understand key terms and terminology in the reading. So what will happen is that you will read the assigned chapter and you will pay attention to the main concepts studying key terms. So you will see that in your book, any of the key terms are going to be pulled to the side and highlighted in blue for you. They're also bolded in the reading. These quizzes will be a combination of multiple choice, true, false, or fill in the blank questions, and quizzes will be open the day before the due date. So if your quiz is scheduled for August 31st, it will open on August 30th, and you'll basically have a full 48 hours to be able to take a quiz. Each quiz is worth 10 points each. There will be 11 of those, and that will give you up to 110 points for the course. And Module 1 also has a separate syllabus quiz that will be worth 15 points. And then, of course, we will be focusing largely on graded speeches this semester. As I mentioned previously, you will be doing 3 speeches: extemporaneous, informative, and persuasive speeches. And I put here that these are educational opportunities. I know that each of you brings a different skill set to the table and different levels of anxiety. And I just want you to be rest assured that I will provide you the necessary training and necessary steps so you can be successful in this course. It is noted here that all of the speeches must be attempted, because if you do not attempt all the speeches, you will be dropped from the course. So you do have to attempt all of them in order to stay in the class. Also, and I'll talk more about this later, you will need at least 2 audience members when recording your speech. I know because of COVID lockdown that some of you may not have live audience members. Stuffed animals also make a very, very interesting audience, so we'll look at that more. And you will have, again, a total of 3 speeches. Those are worth 65 points apiece, and that will give you up to 195 points for the class. And we'll wrap up the semester with the Academic Expo. What will happen is, in a small group, you will be assigned a TED Talk speech, and you will have to analyze that speech. It will result in a 5 to 7 page analysis. You'll present that analysis orally in a recorded Zoom video, and that will be worth up to 100 points during finals week. Groups will be determined later on in the semester. All group members will receive the same grade. And for this group assignment, I have what's called the Survivor Clause. And what that is just like the TV show Survivor, your group members can elect to kick you out of the group if you do not do your work and if you do not meet deadlines. So just make sure that when we get to the group final project, that you are focused on working and you do your part. So if you're following along with the points, there are a total of 500 points available for the course. Discussion boards are going to give you up to 65 points. The syllabus quiz, 15 points. Reading quizzes will give you up to 110, library research training 15, speeches 195, and the Academic Expo, the final project, 100 points. So you can see here are the different point tallies that you can shoot for by the end of the semester if there's a particular grade that you're aiming for. At any point, if you need to pause this video or rewind, feel free to do so. And we also have class policies here. So in terms of attendance, even though this class is fully online, it is participation formatted, which means you need to be doing all of the assignments and you need to be online and participating. Per the school policy, if you miss more than 2 weeks of assignments, I can drop you from the course. And the only exceptions to that are verified legal or medical issues. So you do need to participate. I do need to see you online and doing these assignments. And the next part here, in terms of punctuality, turning stuff in on time, and late work, typically I do not accept late work. This is asynchronous, which means that you get to largely do it on your own time. And typically is no excuse for turning in late work. So if you do give me late work, it is a 0. Again, if there are some exceptions, maybe legal, medical, then we can talk. But typically, late work is not accepted. I have here the technology policy, and I have here, I get it, cell phones are part of our daily lives. Matter of fact, when I wake up in the morning, my cell phone is usually the first thing that I reach for. But to help you focus on learning, I want you to get into the practice that when you're reading or studying for class, just turn off your phone. I promise it will help you be more productive. Also, since this is a fully online course, make sure that you have at a minimum a computer, laptop, smartphone, or tablet with an internet connection so you can be successful doing the assignments. The policy on students here with disabilities: if you have any documented disabilities, please make sure that you've started the accommodation process with the Department of Supported Programs and Service Office. I have the phone number here for you. You're also encouraged to make an appointment with me at the start of the semester so I know what I need to do for you. And it may be that you do not have any documented disabilities, but maybe you have some learning preferences and you need to request that I change something that is presented online in such a way that it's easier for you to access, for example. Feel free to let me know anything in that realm, and if I can make a change to make your experience more positive, I will do so. Hartnell's statement here on academic integrity: basically, do your own work. Right? We don't want any sort of in-class cheating, which would be, for example, you taking a quiz online and trying to get a hold of another buddy in class, taking the quiz and doing it together. Out-of-class cheating, any access to quiz questions or any work in the class from any out-of-class entities, no plagiarism, furnishing any sort of false information. Just be honest, do your job, no cheating, and we'll have an awesome semester. And lastly, here a note about the final project. You must submit the final project at the specified time. So during that last week of class, I do not take excuses such as, oh, I've gone on vacation early and so I can't turn in my project. No, you know the due dates, you know what's coming up, and so for that final project, it is due when it is scheduled. And speaking of schedule, that is the last portion of the syllabus here. You have your schedule of assignments for the entire semester, and here we are. Right? Introduction to course. You also will have the syllabus quiz that is going to be due here relatively quickly. Reading quiz 1 is also available. You're going to need to read chapter 1, study those key terms, and you'll see that as we go throughout the semester, we'll be doing a lot of alternating here of reading quizzes and discussion boards while also learning the basics of public speaking. So there will be different mini lectures in modules throughout the semester that you will go to, listen to, and we'll have assignments for those different modules. So we go through a lot of different reading with quizzes, discussion boards, and your first speech will be coming up in September, your second speech in October, your third speech in November, and then we will finalize the semester with a group project. So I'll be covering all of these different assignments that are listed here in greater detail as we get the class started. So again, welcome. Anytime you have questions or you need any help, as a reminder, please text me. You have my phone number, and I will get back with you quickly. I'm looking forward to an awesome semester, and now you can complete the rest of Module 1. Take care.